We are late. We are late. We're so late. Let's go, Danielle. Come on. Let's go. All right. Let's go.
Like, I haven't really had much on my mind and trying to
like
study.
one thing you do before you're 30.
Skydive.
That's mine too. That's one of mine too. Hello.
Hi.
Hey guys. So today we're going through, I think, one thing that is very, very good for us, and I think good for everybody that's in our age. 30 things we want to do, or we want to hold ourselves accountable to, before we turn 30.
So Amir just turned 30 like
I didn't turn 30.
No, sorry, Amir just turned 28 like a month ago, and I'm turning 28 in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
we have 2 years.
For 2 years. So we have 2 years to achieve all these 30 things. And I think it'd be a kind of a good journal and diary for us to look back on maybe in 2 years or so, in 2 years time, to see how many we were actually able to achieve. Now, some of them are very, very aspirational, and some of them are like, we could probably like do this like now, right? But either way, it's very important for us to, for you, for anybody, to make sure that you set yourself goals and you look back on them and achieve them, and then set yourself new goals.
Number one, for me is, as a product manager, I would love to be able to launch a product, something of our own, something that we could grow, foster, and even be able to evolve over time. Hopefully a physical product in the fitness space.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
My number 2 would be that in the next 2 years, we can rely 100% on our own income. So whether that be starting our own thing, or like Amir was saying, launching our own product,
right.
Something that would allow us to completely be self-sufficient, and just know that we're both capable of just running our own business.
So the next one is for us to have an investment property, and maybe even a property to go to whenever we need to wind down, wherever that may be. So that's another goal for us.
I would love that.
Yeah, somewhere like Florida. Yeah.
Okay, number 4 for me would be to start a passion project. So being an art director, for a few years now, I've been thinking it's been a long time since I actually did something for myself, design-wise. And I've had this idea around this project called Human Laughter, where essentially I would go and capture people in their happiest moments, or like authentic, genuine laughter, and document it around the world. So this is a little glimpse into my baby project that I've been meaning to start.
So number 5, I would love to have a couple different outfits that were specifically tailored to my body.
Oh.
For me, it would be something that I want to go and get measured, and essentially get like a suit tailored or a shirt tailored, because I have a really weird body shape.
You have a weird body.
It's like the horses are weird.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
a very hard time finding shirts that fit my arms and also fit my neck, but at the same time are slimming, so that's my biggest problem.
And number 6 for me would be to speak at a conference. I attended FITC here in Toronto a few years ago, and I went to this one conference where this girl lived super remotely and was an art director, a freelance art director from really far away. She lived in like the Arctic or something. And I always thought, how cool would that be to stand up at a conference and share that inspiration with a whole crowd of people? And I also thought it was really cool that she was a female speaking at a conference, because I have to admit, all the conferences I've been to have been predominantly male speakers. So I would love to go to a conference as a female and lead a really cool talk.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So the next one is, I think this is a collective goal for both of us, is to live somewhere totally different than where we live right now. And a good example is our friends in Fogo and where they live. On the Atlantic Ocean,
Yeah.
right? It's just,
Beautiful.
it's so beautiful. And just having that experience of living somewhere like that, so remote, so secluded, but at the same time so peaceful, I think would be a very, very good thing for us to achieve, hopefully.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine living in Fogo?
I'm crazy.
Oh my gosh. Number 8 for me would be to live in an RV. So actually going somewhere, selling away all of our worldly possessions and just really narrowing it down to what our focus is and what our passions are. And I've seen a lot of really cool things about living in an RV or living somewhere with just your minimal needs. So I think that'd be really cool.
So next is, we would love to visit Africa.
That would be so cool.
I would love to visit Africa. I think it's one of the spots that everyone in their lifetime should visit, not just because of nature, but also because of how raw and beautiful, as I've seen in pictures, it being. I would love to visit Africa.
What about Australia though?
Yeah,
I'm putting that down because
Australia's
I've always dreamed of going to Australia.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Everything about it, the accents, the climate, the people there,
The fitness culture.
Oh my gosh, the fitness culture.
Yeah.
I dream of going there, so I'm writing that as my number 10. Number 11.
Number 11. Inspired by our trip from Alaska is to go and camp somewhere totally secluded. And what I mean secluded is not go backcountry camping, but like go camping on top of a mountain where you have to be helicopter lifted into a place and be there for a week, and then next week the guy comes and picks you up. That's what I want to do. Totally secluded.
My number 12 would be to document a road trip. We've been on a lot of road trips before, but never actually documented it through video, so I'd love for us to do that.
Yeah, we've been to many road trips, but never documented it. So number 13 is, we would love to visit Trolltunga in Norway.
Oh my gosh.
It is one of the most
Let's see if I
stunning
can spell that
spots in the world. We'll put a picture up real quick for you guys to take a reference on what we're looking at. Trolltunga, Norway. It's a must see. It's a must do. We have to go do.
Oh my gosh, I would love that. Okay, number 14 for me would be to attend a major world event. Huge crowd of people. I want to attend something that everyone else is attending and just be part of that massive crowd that you always see on TV. Not necessarily Times Square, New York for like New Year's Eve, but something actually substantial.
Like at the Olympics.
Yeah,
the World
something
Cup,
like that.
like
Yeah,
the
that
FIFA
would be
World
so
Cup.
cool. That would be so cool.
So number 15, we love Above and Beyond. They're a great trance and electronic music group. And one of the things that we would love to do is see them at the Gorge. They do every single year. It's a magical event. You go camping with other people who love the music as well too. So we can maybe hit up 2 things at once.
That would be
or
so
3
fun.
things.
Okay, that one's gonna list for
Right?
sure.
Yeah. Above and Beyond at the Gorge.
Number 16 for me would be to live in a beach town. I think ever since seeing Blue Crush when I was little, I've always wanted to be that girl who's just like the little surf bum. I have a long way to go before I can actually attain that, but just live in a beach town and have that lifestyle, even if it's just for a month, I think would be really, really fun.
Number 17 is, I would love for us to get our scuba diving license.
Oh my gosh.
There is a dive in Iceland actually, where you can dive in between 2 tectonic plates. And actually, I remember saying this to you when we first met.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to scuba dive there.
That would be so
So
good.
you need to get your
All
license
right, let's
first.
do that. Let's do that. Number 18 for me would be to get in the best shape of my life. Funny leading off of his scuba diving thing. You keep on setting these fitness goals for yourself, but you never actually give yourself a deadline or something that you're actually working towards. So maybe I could use scuba diving as a chance to do that. I get in the best shape of my life.
That's awesome.
30, Flirty, and Thriving. That's from 13 Going on 30. One of my favorite movies of all time.
Danielle's already done this, so she can already cross this off her list. But I would love to go skydiving. I'm a little bit fearful. I think Danielle's done it like twice.
Once.
Once?
One time,
Once?
yeah.
So I'd love to go skydiving, hopefully with you as well too.
Oh my gosh, it was unreal. You would love it.
I don't know.
I'm putting it down, number
You're
19.
basically signing your life away, so.
You actually do have to sign your life.
Yeah.
Number 20, this one's random, but I thought it would be funny on the list, is to break a world record. So there's so many records for everything, little tiny things, or you can actually like run a marathon dressed as a clown or something funny. But I think that could be really funny for us to do, is just look through the Guinness Book of World Records and pick one that we want to break.
So number 21, personal goal for me is to be able to learn more and be able to speak intelligently about wine.
I'm speaking to you want to become a sommelier?
Something like that. But not so much. Not to that degree, but be able to distinguish between different wines and be able to say, oh, this wine would go well with this food. So that would be my goal.
That'd be so cool.
So number 23 is for us to one day be privileged enough to mentor somebody along in their journey. It would be a very rewarding thing, and I think it also falls hand in hand with the volunteering piece. So even, for example, volunteering with the Big Brothers and Big Sisters would be a very good opportunity for us to hit both of those two pieces.
Number 24, so this one is to get a plant. Before we think about having kids, which is not part of this list, maybe we get a plant and just try to keep the plant alive.
That's key. Number 25 is for us to conquer and climb a mountain like Kilimanjaro.
That would be so much fun.
It would require fitness, discipline, and I think a little bit of planning, and maybe we could even video it or record it.
That would be awesome. 26 for me would be to take surfing lessons or basically buy a paddleboard. I just want to be out in the open water and be surfing or on a paddleboard in the next 2 years.
That also falls hand in hand with the beach.
26.
Living in a beach.
It does. I can kill 2 birds with
somewhere
one stone.
We thought about this. Number 27 is I would love to be able to do a fitness competition and be able to get on a stage and have the discipline to actually diet and work out on a consistent basis and get on stage and maybe cross that off of my list. I've been saying it for a while, just I haven't had the time to do it. I haven't had the discipline, to be honest, to be able to do it. It takes a lot. I have a lot of respect for people who do it on a consistent basis. I would love to be part of that.
So then I guess my 28 would be, I actually would love to do a fitness photo shoot. So we always are doing fitness photography. We have a stock portfolio of just fitness photography, and I'm super inspired by those people that we've captured. So imagine maybe I could get in front of the camera and do a fitness photo shoot.
Oh,
that would be really cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so maybe the photographer becomes the model and we could do like a fitness thing.
Number 29 is for us to take a flight at sunset specifically.
Ooh.
And just kind of enjoy the sunset of a scenic place. Maybe here in Toronto.
That would be so romantic.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. You know what I didn't say?
Yeah, what?
We have to get married.
Right. We do have to get married. That's definitely on that list. For sure.
In the next 2 years. We're putting it down the list so it happens.
It's gonna happen. And Mom, stop asking me every day.
Seriously, stop asking. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Number 30?
Number 30.
All right, number 30.
Number 30.
Get married.
And that wasn't for the camera.
All right, so we have 2 years to finish this whole list of 30 things, and we want to check off all of them if we can. When should we get started?
We should get started right now.
How?
Well,
Thank you.
You have the best job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was one hell of a ride, to say the least. This is all in thanks to Jazz, my friend from Instagram. If you haven't seen his stuff, his name is Jazzy Vibes. I'll make sure to link him somewhere here. We're still new to this. And then it's thanks to his company as well, Flygta. They've been a great supporter of us for a while now. And again, thank you so much, Jazz. We won't let you down with the shots, promise.
We're so excited.